up? You already know. This is Peach, and as promised, I am back. I told you I was gonna do a sit down video with you guys and talk to you guys more about content creation and all of those things. So I titled this video Dream, Goal Set, and then Reality. Because I honestly feel like that's what you have to do. First, you have to dream big. Like, dream. It's okay. I don't care if you're 60. It's not too late to dream. We all have dreams and we all can achieve them. So, first, we dream. After we dream, what we need to do is goal set. Goal setting ain't nothing but just like coming up with a plan and a date to reach it. You come up with a plan and a target date. And after you come up with your plan and your target date, like you say, okay, goal setting. This is what I want to do. I want to make $2 million a month. That's my goal. Okay, how can we make $2 million a month? That's what you ask yourself next. And then you write down a list of things you can do to make that money. And then what's your target date? Your target date doesn't have to be the real date, but you still have to aim to make that target date your reality. So I'm live on both platforms. Over here, I want you guys to go ahead and hit a like for your girl. And over here, I want you guys to hit that share button. I'm going to be reading and answering some of your questions when it comes to content creation as well, because I know a lot of y'all, hey, Cousin Lily, I know a lot of y'all, hey, Sade, have questions about that. And I'm breastfeeding my baby, so it's a little bit challenging. I love watching your videos. I'm from the 813 too. I always be hoping to see you out and about one day. Keep it up. You normally could find me at either Sam's Club, the casino. Hey, Mr. Richard. Shout out to Mr. Richard. Shout out to Miss Shayla, my super peaches, my sweetest peaches. Shout out to y'all. But I'm normally at the casino. I be at Sam's Club, Walmart, Publix. Hey, boo. Maybe like, girl, hush. See me like, mama, hush. Shh. If you missed the first invite, will they invite you again? Yes, but it could be a long time before you get re-invited. Normally, it's been about 3 months. Hey, look, Carrier. Carrier, why you not asleep? Why you not asleep? You speak so much free info. Thanks. It's my pleasure, but shop my website, peachmcIntyre.com. Y'all, all my e-guides are still on sale. Somebody done gave me a super chat. Ain't pop up yet. Princess Riley. Thank you, Princess Riley, for the super chat. Okay. So on YouTube, we get super chats. Super chats is when people like you or your content, so they send you money. YouTube take 30%, they give you 70%. So thank you for the super chats. On Facebook, we have what's called stars. Somebody sent me some stars over here. Shout out to Mr. Tom Reese Collins for the stars. Appreciate you. So on YouTube, we get stars. On YouTube, we get super chats. On Facebook, we get stars. Essentially, they're the same exact platforms. So when it comes to content creation, you just got your invite. Congratulations, Miss Marie. They are exactly the same. They're exactly the same. Shout out to Life with Ronnie for being the sweetest peach. I just posted the casino when I passed by and tagged you in my reel. My mama love that place. Thank you. Hey, in Gainesville. Shout out to Love Me Now for the super chat. So essentially, they're the same thing and they're competitors. So instead of trying to persuade people to get off YouTube to come to Facebook or get off Facebook to come to YouTube, you want to be on both. So you can earn income on both, have your eggs in more than one basket, earning you more money, more money, more, as well as those platforms, more money as well, expanding your reach so you can grow your businesses that you may want to branch off into at a later date. So you guys want to make sure y'all doing that. We got 100 stars over here. I'm not monetized on YouTube, but YouTube have ads on my videos from the start to the beginning. They recommend my video 96 times. So last year, YouTube released where they're going to put ads on all money, not all money, all videos. They don't care if you're monetized or not, but you still have to meet the monetization requirements in order for you to get that ad share revenue. They have the right to change it at their discretion. Keep doing you, sis. Thank you. Will do. Life for Ronnie. Can you discuss views? What's your question when it comes to views? A big bag, a big bank. Hey, Miss Mona. I'm phenomenal. Y'all know me. Phenomenal Peach. I'm phenomenal. Hey, Miss Helen. Miss Helen, I'm falling behind with your report. You can either get refunded or you can give me till tomorrow. It's up to you. I did a lot of work today, so I ain't get to do that kind of work today. Hey, Auntie Didi, I'll write you on Instagram as well. I bought your Reels ebook. I got invited and I made my first $20. And Miss Alicia is only up from here and is only up from here. Man, y'all better shop the website. Y'all better shop the website. Man, this bed is cozy. The mattress I got here, I said, oh, we got to get this mattress at home. Y'all know I'm cheap, 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 cheap. But the mattress that I bought, it was a $1,600 mattress. And baby, when I tell y'all, I'm in love. I said, ooh, honey, we got to get this at home. Thank you, Miss Helen. We got to get this at home. But y'all know my kids be sleeping in my bed. So I don't know if it's worth it. I do not know. I think it's giving Medea right now. So she looking like Medea right now with them glasses and that big old chin. Hey, Miss Nita. So glad I checked my email. Why I thought class was tomorrow. I'm so ready. Nope, it's June 5th, guys. My next class is June 5th. You stay consistent. No, it's not beauty rest. I'm just laying in bed breastfeeding my baby. I ain't even sleepy yet. What if I don't reach the requirements with YouTube by a year? YouTube, I have 2 months left. So the 4,000 watch hours in 12 months is a rolling 12 months. It's not, oh, I posted my first YouTube video on June 1st and I haven't reached the 4,000 watch hours. So on June 1st, I got to start all over. No, it's 12 rolling months. So 12 rolling months from when the person first watched the video. You could post a video on June 1st, but nobody don't watch it until April 26th of the next year. So the views don't count until the person watched it. Don't worry about that. Post more content. Get your views up. You'll hit that 4,000 watch hours. Your bed got me sleepy. Hi. You could barely see it. I'm so sick of my ashy lips. I was supposed to put on some lip gloss for y'all. But honestly, I've been in chill mode. I don't even want to put on clothes. No, you should not. You will get a copyright claim for that. You cannot do the same video on both pages. Yes, shop my website. I still have room in my classes, guys. My classes are $15 each. So you could do a $15 YouTube class, a $15 Facebook class, or a $15 TikTok class. Or you could just do all three. They're all the same day, but it's an hour break in between each class. I need to get the Facebook Reels book. Miss Krista, shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. As soon as you purchase it, you can download it instantly. It's hard to get subscribers. We're getting the watch hours, but subscribers are slowly, very slowly rising. You have to stay consistent. Shout out to Miss Nene. She said, quick question. Hold on. Quick question. I go live. I got a request to go live from one of my followers on Facebook, but I have never gone live before. Any tips? I would say just do it. Practice reading the comments in your head first. So I don't read comments out loud. Rarely you'll see me read them out loud first. And normally when I do, they be done caught me off guard every time. So I recommend, it's so hard trying to hold both of these phones and breastfeed and not show y'all my boob. All right. So normally, here we go. Normally I read comments in my head. So my classes are done online. You see, I'm reading them. I don't read them out loud. I don't read like she wrote. Do you do your classes online? Don't make that rookie mistake. I remember when I did it, and I used to be getting really mean comments when I first started going live, like, you're so ugly, you ugly monkey, welfare queen kind of stuff. And be like, it just hurts your feelings and you don't know how to master your emotions. So practice reading comments in your head. When you go live, you look at it, but you act like you're not looking at it, you know? It's a skill set that you're going to have to learn. Like, I just read that comment. Yes, the book is also needed, Miss Krista. So, like, I read her comment. I've been read it, but she couldn't tell I read it. I could do a live stream and everybody in the comments could be saying some mean stuff or asking the same question over and over, and I could see it and still act like I didn't see it. You gotta learn how to do that. You gotta learn how to mask your emotions on live. Like, you'll very seldomly find me reacting to a comment. It's rare. Very rare. So you can send us an email, Miss Samuel. Send us an email at peachmcintyre@yahoo.com, or go to my website through the contact form with the name on your order, and we'll refund you so you can reorder. Okay, I have to cook as well, so I'll try to practice first. So I don't practice. I just do it. Like, I ain't practice this. I just do it. You got to have tough skin. Yeah, you definitely are going to need tough skin, but I always tell everybody the three things you have to be a successful content creator is: one, your positive affirmations that you practice throughout the day whenever we feel like it. Number two, we got to have our support groups. And number three, coaches and mentors. That's it. Thank you. She said, Peach, you are a great teacher. Thank you so much. I wouldn't recommend Miss Tabitha. I don't do that. I like organic shares. You'll rarely see me share my video anywhere. I get organic shares. I believe in organic stuff. As a content creator, everything should be organic so you can know you have influence. I have influence. When I say, hey, this is a goal, the Peach Patch, listen, because I tell the truth. I don't buy likes. I don't pay for shout outs. I'm an influencer, so I have influence. If you're not getting it organically, then it's going to be really, really hard to be successful and start your own businesses. Or even when it comes to promo, you'll promote something and the company will never work with you again because you're not bringing them money. You got to have influence, guys. Thank you. Congratulations, Ashley. Congratulations. She said, I took your class. I got invited to Reels, but it won't let me put my account info on my personal page. Any suggestions? Congratulations on being invited. What you want to do is try to do it from the computer. That's been a workaround that people are doing. Instead of trying to do it on your phone, log in from a computer and see if it'll let you enter your payout information that way. It also works on inquiries, Miss Watson. We have verbiage in there that tells them to remove certain type of inquiries. So it can also work for your inquiries. Or you could just call and get them removed. Yes and no, Miss Marie. So yeah, that's easy, y'all. Yeah, it'll like it like for your girl. Can I shop with you on Cash App? No, you may not. At the moment, everything is through my website. Unless it's a Facebook group, it's less work for me. My website is automated. I don't know. A lot of people be like, I shopped on your website. I never got my e-guides. The only way you could shop on my website and not get an e-guide is because you put the wrong email address. Nothing I did. Shout out to Miss Catrice Morris for the stars. I appreciate you. We call that a big bag, a big bank. Ow, ow. I'ma say no, Miss Whitney. I had one client, Miss Helen, paid for it, and I haven't got around to do it yet. So I've been so busy like moving into this place and trying to get it the way I want that I haven't had the time to really sit down and do any audits. So I'm not gonna take any more at the moment. Once I get settled down in here and get my little schedule together, I'll start putting the audits on my website. So you guys can go ahead. What's your best advice when starting a business? Make sure you have phenomenal customer service. Customer service is going to take you the furthest. Even when it came to the TV mountain situation, I wrote somebody else last night about mounting my TV. And they was like, okay, like when my husband couldn't do it, I wrote somebody else. And it was like, okay, call this number. I'm like, well, when the best time to call? They was like, you could try to call now or call in the morning. So I called. Their assistant wasn't as professional. They couldn't get me in right away or couldn't even schedule me. Like, I was willing to wait. I understood if I had to wait a couple days or if I had to pay extra. They wasn't even willing to tell me, oh, We could get you scheduled for next Monday. Or they weren't willing to tell me nothing. It was like, oh, we'll get back to you. I'll give you a call back later. Like, they weren't really interested in my business. Versus the other person, they contacted me. People tagged them, they contacted me. They was like, oh, I could come now. I could be to you in blah, blah, blah amount of time. And they came and they were professional. And I was very, very pleased with the service. And now that I done tagged them and told other people about them, they're like, dang, your influence is powerful. Everybody writing me now. Like, you doing numbers. My business is doing numbers because of you. Thank you so much. So it was because they had better customer service. Customer service is going to take you far. You can have an okay product and phenomenal customer service and go very far faster than somebody who has a great product 10 times better than yours with shitty customer service. That's another reason how Chick-fil-A could be closed on Sundays and still have a line wrapped around the corner, because Chick-fil-A has phenomenal customer service. Phenomenal. Now, I'm going to say since the pandemic, their customer service and the quality of their food has fallen short. But I understand, because people don't want to work, or people are becoming more entrepreneurs, that they don't have the same quality. So that plays a really, really big part. Wow, so they lost the sale for being unprofessional. That's crazy. I bet they wish they would have gotten to you. He actually wrote me. He was like, his assistant didn't know I was calling, and all this other stuff. If it's something else, he was like, I should have told him you was gonna call, after he seen the other post. But I really wanted to work with the first person. They do great work, great work. And I've always referred others to them over the years because we've been Facebook friends. So I would have loved to use his service, but the other person was more professional and had the availability. Sometimes you're going to lose just because you don't have the availability. But honestly, when you can refer people to others, or just be like, I don't got the availability, they'll still refer you business because of professionalism. But that's how Chick-fil-A can be closed on Sundays and still make money. That's how Publix can compete with Walmart. Publix is high as hell. Walmart, I can go get this cheese for $3.98. This same cheese at Publix is $7.58. But I go to Publix because the line is shorter. If the line too long, the manager will actually get on the register and take me personally. If my kids acting out, they will give my kids a balloon and a coloring book and crayons. If I seem frustrated and overwhelmed, they will walk me to my car, put my groceries in the car, go get my kids a cookie from the bakery so they can calm down if it's okay with me, and tell me it was still their pleasure. It was still their pleasure. So customer service is going to take you further than any product. Any product. And that's something I'm going to be improving. I'm going to be improving my customer service. I got to remember, it's been just me for so long. Then I got an assistant, but my demand is so high, I can't get a quality that I really want to give. So I'm going to be giving even more quality. No, Miss Ashley, we did not move. Stop and hit a like. Thanks, Cousin Lily. Dang, Publix on point. I love Publix. I feel sorry for those of you who don't got no Publix. I love Publix. I always say, when I get rich, I'm only shopping at Publix and Target. Publix and Target. I always said I love Target. Beyonce shop at Target. But with Publix, they just have the best customer service. They don't give a fuck if you using your wig. They still treat you with dignity. They don't look at you like, how you go to Walmart using wig, the cashier be having an attitude and rolling her eyes. Publix, the manager will check you out with your wick bogos. They will check you out. I love Publix. So that's how you want to be. I always tell people, and I seen one of my students actually stole my slogan. I was like, this bitch. People always stealing from me. But I always tell people, when I had my waist training business, I used to always say, I want to be everywhere like Walmart. Walmart is everywhere. Publix isn't. I want to be everywhere like Walmart, but have customer service like Chick-fil-A and Publix. This is my own quote, my own thought. One of my students that I helped start a business, and her business became very successful, she was on the damn news. She did a news article and gonna tell them she want to be everywhere like Walmart with customer service like Publix and Chick-fil-A. I say, you fucking bitch, you. You fucking bitch, you. But You could have said you got that from me stealing my intellectual property, But it happened all the time. Because even when I tell people my three E's, I always say, I ain't really mad at her, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm being funny. But I always tell people my three E's. When it comes to being successful at content creation, I always tell people, yes, we want to do this to make money. I do social media to make money. I am doing this for money. I make videos for money. But I always make sure I do my three E's. My three E's is to make sure I do, in every video, I do one of the following. I either educate you, I entertain you, or I elevate you. When you watch a video from Peach McIntyre, you are, yep, at least quoted me right. You are either educated, entertained, or elevated. I elevate a lot of mindsets, right? Now, when I tell people this, they be like, "Oh my God, I gotta write that down." Oh my God, that's my three E's. That's what I want my video. I be like, "Bitch, hold on, hold on, swole up before you get swolled up." People always want to take them, but that is my intellectual property. That is my organic thought. I came up with that. I ain't read that in a book. That was my own life experiences and own desires, but people take it. So people are always gonna take your intellectual property. The only way you could stop that is if you trademark it and then you gotta sue. I got two $35,000 bonuses and I can't get to 100. Well, first of all, we want to stop saying I can't get to 100 because you can. And we want to change it to I'm gonna get to 100 by Friday. I'm going to reach $100 on both pages by Friday. And then you say, well, how can I do that? Maybe you only been dropping 3 videos a day. Now let's drop 10. Maybe you've been dropping 10. Well, 10 ain't a fucking enough. Let's drop 15. So we have to dream. The dream is to get $100 on both pages by Friday. So we want to make $200 on both pages by this Friday. After we dream, we want to goal set. What do I have to do to make $100 on each page by Friday? Look, she say education, entertain, and elevate. I'm taking notes. I promise I won't steal it. She won't steal it. She gonna borrow it. I understand though. It happens all the time. I take quotes. Quotes move my spirit. Me and my husband was talking about this earlier. I said, I'm laughing now because Daddy just told me when he called me last night. He was like, listen, you got to finish one story before you tell the next story. I'm like, what? He was like, you was about to tell the people how the lady called your phone last night. And then somebody said something and you got off track and people couldn't even hear why the lady called. So that's just, it made me think about just now when I was just telling the lady, okay, so you got a goal set. The goal is to make, then I just changed the story. So I'm sorry. Let me step back. That's why I be needing my husband. He probably watching me right now. Let me step back. So if your goal is to make $200 by Friday, 100 on each page, ask yourself, how can I do that based on your own analytics? If you have been only dropping 3 videos, try 10. If you have only been dropping 10, try 15. If you've been dropping 15, let's try 20. We have to look at the analytics. If you see the video that's keep doing numbers and going viral is your pantry videos, then let's only make pantry videos all damn day for 1 day straight and see what that does. If that's me reorganizing my favorite pantry foods, let's check the expiration dates on my food. Is this food expired? We're going to do that for a whole day straight. Let's do 15 of those and see what happens. Right? Because we have the data, we're looking at the analytics, and we're repeating the success. That's all. It's not rocket science. If you liking this video, go ahead and hit a like for your girl. Over here on Facebook, if you liking this video, hit a like, hit the share button. I love you all the way from the Virgin Islands. Hey, BB in the Virgin Islands. We're going to be coming to the Virgin Islands very soon. Put the 3 E's on the t-shirt. Mrs. T-shirt and cups, Mrs. Peach. Okay, we'll do. That's a smart idea. Thank you for that. Let me see what this say. Now, what happened when the lady called you? Okay, I'm going to post it because she let me record. First, she said what she said. I said, oh, my God, can I record this? And she was like, sure. And she was telling me about She wanted to buy my e-guides instead of her just sending her copy to everybody and stealing from me and my kids. Because that's what you're doing. You stealing from me. And I deserve a life in abundance, right? She was like, I want to buy the e-guides for all of my friends and family members. How could I buy it for them? And I told her, you just buy it one by one and put it with their email addresses. And she was like, okay, thank you so much. And then she called me back. Because a lot of people don't know this. I don't even want to tell y'all this because I don't want y'all to bother me. But I work. I work. And when I say I work, I answer my phone. When you call Peach McIntyre Inc., I answer. So a lot of people don't know that because people don't be calling me. I don't know if they don't know I have a customer service number. I don't know if I should have told y'all that. But when people call my customer service line, I answer. So when they call and they hear my voice and I be like, Peach McIntyre, they be like, oh my God, this really you? Or they'll act normal at first and I answer their questions and then they'll call me back immediately. And they'll be like, is this really Peach? And then they want to talk. So they say everybody about to call. That's why I want to tell y'all. I ain't want to tell y'all because I don't want everybody calling me. But I be answering my phone. I work. So she ended up calling me back. And she was like, I just got to tell you this. And y'all will see it in the recording. She ended up telling me how her business is making six figures. She made $50,000 with Reels last month. And how her life has changed. And she just wanted to thank me. And we talked for like about 13 minutes. We talked. But yeah, I work. I got a lot of people that call me and they just be in shock. It be funny. You is the only positive person on YouTube right now. Really? I don't think so. I think it's a lot of positive people. You might have to change who you're watching. Because that's all I do. I watch positivity all day. I can't watch any negative video right now. I can't even watch. Ooh. There go my husband with the big bag, the big bank. Daddy sent me a super chat. Thank you, Daddy. Everybody say, hey, Wood. Everybody say hey to my husband, y'all. Every Day with Wood. Y'all be sure to check out my husband YouTube channel, Every Day with Wood. Now that we got our content apartment, we're going to be posting more. He's going to be cooking on live. This is my first super chat from my man. Yeah, for everybody who be saying my man don't be doing nothing for me. My man sent me a super chat. Oh. I'm gonna try your recipes. Yeah, y'all try Wood recipe. He gonna be cooking on live for y'all. He was supposed to cook some mustard fried chicken. Y'all know that's one of our favorites. My man. Your man left you for dead, oh. But my man super chatted me. He super chatted me. Your man could never. But Wood always watching me in the cut, y'all. Wood always. Anytime I'm live, Wood is live, probably watching me. That man loves me down. You got a good man. Y'all make a good couple. Thank you. You accept text because your phone be blowing up. Yes and no. Yes and no. It depends. I love his cleaning videos. My husband is good with his hands. He could do anything with his hands except hang up these TVs. For some reason, he could not hang up our TVs. Normally, y'all know Daddy do everything. He put the bed together. He put the bed together. He put together my couch. But he could not hang up these TVs. I had to outsource for the TVs. Wood could throw down in the kitchen. Wood cook better than me. He's really, really good with his hands and his fingers. He's really, really good with them. Let me stop. What is a super chat? Sorry if it's a dumb question. No, it's not a dumb question. So on YouTube, we have super chats. Is when people watching you send you money just to support your channel or support you. Wait for us to make extra money. And in return, we like shout them out or, we just recognize them or answer their questions if they have a question. So that's on YouTube. On Facebook, we have stars. So on Facebook, if you want to ask a question, you want to make sure your question get answered, you can send a star. Or if you just loving the information I'm giving out or you love me, you just send some stars. It's a way for me to make extra money. Time for a content creator house party. Look at you. You is too smart. So I'm actually going to be hosting content creator events monthly. Monthly, guys. But you're going to have to pay. They're going to be affordable, though. They're probably going to be like $25. I hope you're not getting a divorce for real. We were about to get a divorce, but we decided we're going to work it out. So we've been working it out. It was some petty stuff, and I'm a drama queen for my husband. I gives him all the drama. My baby back sleep. Yes, on the complete seasoning on everything. Exactly. What's the first video you ever did, Mrs. Peach? I recommend you go over to my YouTube channels, type in Peach McIntyre. Go to my channel, not the gossip channels, my channel, and filter and search by Otis, and you'll see the first video I ever did. Go look for yourself. I'm so glad I moved to Daytona Beach. You're a quick drive away. Yay. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing monthly events. I got so much stuff planned, y'all. So much stuff. Peach, you remember you carry your babies in your shirt. I'm doing it now. Ow, ow. I know that's right. Skin to skin. They're going to be spoiled. I still carry my baby in my shirt. But, yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned, y'all. A lot. People always asking me for meet and greets and stuff. And I'm like, I'll never do a meet and greet. That's not my thing. But I'm going to start doing, it's going to be called, I ain't going to tell y'all yet. I ain't going to tell y'all yet because somebody might try to steal it. You guys compliment each other. Yeah, he's calm. He's the calm one. I'm the hype one. I'm the nerd. He's the street guy. But we're both family orientated. My husband is actually better with our kids than me. He's like really good at being a dad. He knows more about the kids than me. He pay more attention than me. He's the better parent than me. Thank you, but these lips is ashy, child. Every time I lick them, this fin have them right back white. They be right back white. Thank you. But yeah, I ain't gonna be on here much longer. But I just wanted to come back as promised and talk to you guys. I really wanted to talk to y'all about mindset and all this stuff. Making sure y'all have the right mindset, because mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. And I want y'all to stop being tricked out of your energy, tricked out of your focus, tricked out of your money. I need to come to Louisiana. I don't know. My cousin said New Orleans is a funky city. My cousin went to New Orleans. Well, my sister did too. They said it stank. I don't know if it's because we from Florida, but they was like, it's so stank. That's a funky city. No offense to anybody in New Orleans. I never been. But then they was like, ain't nothing to do. And then other people was like, the food is so good. It's worth going just for the food. Excuse me, I want to hear about Baby Baby. What do you want to hear? Ain't nothing to hear. He's phenomenal. For those of you who are new to me, I'm not one of those people you can control. So, like, I don't sit and just answer people questions about my personal life. I never want people to feel like they're entitled to know everything about me. I'm a very private person. I like privacy. My daddy always said I'm crazy as hell. I remember when I told him, I'm doing YouTube, I'm going to do YouTube, but I'm going to be private. And he was like, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. People think because you put your life on camera, they're entitled to know everything about you, but you're not. So somebody said it stank because of swamp water. Oh, okay. I received a nasty hate comment today. How do you handle it? Well, you cry your snot booger tears if it hurts your feelings. It's okay. Or you cuss. It's okay. But just do it in the act. Act like it's a customer service job. You know how at customer service jobs, you get those mean clients and they be like, you stupid. I cussed the people out today at Starbucks. I'm not proud of it, but after I did it, they gave everybody their food. Everybody else was proud of me. I had to act crazy, and I had my bonnet on. I had to act crazy, but the whole lobby got right. I was in Starbucks for 37 minutes waiting on the goddamn drink. So, like, I flipped out on them. I went to cussing and all. I flipped out. And then they made my drink, and then they made everybody else drinks, and everybody, like, they wanted to give me a hand clap. But sometimes it's like a customer service job. People say mean things to you. You put your phone on mute. You call them and they mama every name in the book. And then after you done, you take the phone off mute and you keep doing your job. So as a content creator, sometimes people gonna try you. They're gonna hurt your feelings. You're gonna turn the fucking camera off and you're gonna cry. and you're gonna curse, and then you're gonna get back to fucking work. That's how I want you guys to look at it. It's just like working at customer service. Sometimes you might even cuss them back out. It might be one of those days where you don't give a fuck. You're tired of the job anyways. So you just cuss them. But we also do the three things that I swear by. I tell everybody, if you're going to be a content creator, you must, guys, one, you have to have positive affirmations that you practice throughout the day. That's one. Number two, you must have a support group. And number three, we have to have our coaches. So that's how I handle negativity. Sometimes I cry about that shit and I say, they're a lie. I am not that. And then I start telling myself great things about myself. Sometimes it's too much to handle. I don't even want to talk great to myself. And I have to go tell my support group, this is what happened to me. And then they encourage me. And then sometimes everybody beating on me at once and I don't want to tell nobody. That's when I call my coaches, my mentor, my best friend, my husband, somebody. And they go ahead and they encourage me to get my head back in the game. Your why has to be bigger than anything that's coming to stop you. Because things are going to come stop you. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people saying something. Somebody left a comment today that said, my baby looks skinny. What's wrong with him? My baby's so skinny and funny looking and all this other stuff. I wanted to customize. I was about to customize. I was about to read her, but I said, you know what? Fuck her fat ass, And then I didn't respond. Some people started arguing with the lady, and I just didn't indulge. It's simple. Block her or delete her comments. Let me see what Ramon said. Hey, Ramon. I'm sorry, y'all. This is difficult for me. Trying to hold both of these phones. Do you have a certain amount of followers on Facebook? Do you have to have a certain amount of followers on Facebook to be monetized? No, you do not. No, you do not. It depends. I'm going to say it depends. For reals, you don't. You just got to have 1,000 views to become eligible and wait on the invite. So keep posting, posting, posting. Now, for traditional in-stream ads, you got to have 10,000 followers and 600,000 one-minute views. Your why has to be bigger than anything that comes for you. Why I love this. I'm happy to hear that you like it. But yeah, that got to be the why. The why got to be big. The why has to be big. And coach actually on Clubhouse. Y'all remember when I used to be on Clubhouse? I met this lady, and she actually was a scientist for NASA. Her and her husband, they're multimillionaires. They actually became a client of mine. But she helped me get into that mindset. Like when I wanted to quit, and she was like, she a millionaire coach. She's a multimillionaire. And she coaches other millionaires and stuff like that. Her group classes start at $12,000. She does masterminds that start at $12,000, guys. And she get the clients. So she the one who helped me get into that mindset. Like your why has to be bigger than anything. Yeah, you want to quit, but remember, this is what you want. You gonna really let some bitches hating on you? Some people who called your baby skinny. Some people who called your baby ugly. Some people who told you and your kids look like monkeys. You really gonna let them stop you from achieving greatness? You're gonna let them stop you from making six figures? You're gonna let them stop you from having your kids' college paid for cash if they wanna go? You're gonna let them let you stay homeless? You homeless right now. You have a phone, you have internet, you have a way to start making money. A way to start making money. And you're gonna let people calling you homeless, which you are homeless, stop you? When you can start doing this while you're homeless and make money and buy your house cash. Remember, when I was homeless, I was watching YouTube videos on how to overcome homelessness. And I saw a homeless YouTuber who made videos about how to live while you're homeless, how to overcome homelessness, and showed her journey through homelessness, make six figures, buy her a house cash, and she's no longer homeless. Your current situation does not have to be your forever situation. You have the power to change your life. Exactly. Boss Lady Miss P say you can't allow anyone to trick you out of your position. You can't. And I done been tricked before. The original Peaches know this story. I'm going to tell it again. So, years ago, my husband and I'm going to post the picture again because every time I tell the story, I got to post the picture. My husband and I decided to dress alike. He hate dressing alike, but this day we decided to dress alike. He put on his Timberland boots. I had a pair of Timbs. I put on my Timberland boots. We went to my grandma's house. When we get to my grandma's house, they tell my husband how nice he looked, but then my cousin started laughing at me. Man, Peaches got on Tim's. Her big foot ass. Your foot look bigger than a bitch. Them big ass Timberland boots. Right, Miss Trina, the boots. And I felt insecure. When he said it, I got a little weak. I felt myself shrinking. You know how when somebody attack you somewhere where you kind of already insecure, I already don't be dressing up and wearing Timberlands. And I done put them on. I thought I was the shit when I left home. I like the fact that me and my husband dressed alike. I thought I was the shit when I left home. But now he told me my foot looked bigger than a bitch and everybody laughed. So I felt like I'm shrinking. That first time, it was an insecurity. He struck. Then he said it again. Man got on them big ass boots. Your foot longer than the bed. Like just chewing me. This time my husband laughed too. So before it was just my family laughing, but now it's my husband and my family. Now I feel like dumb. Like why did my husband let me walk outside with these big ass Timberland boots on? I look like a fucking idiot. I'm so mad. My feelings is hurt. Then he said again. Everybody just falling out laughing. Now he broke me. So first I was already insecure when I left home, but I thought I looked it really good. He picked up on those insecurities and he said it out loud. Everybody laughed, and because everybody was laughing at me, I got weak. And then he said it again. My husband laughed. I got weaker. The third time he said it, I broke. And when I broke, he struck and said, yeah, your foot look bigger than a bit. I bought them Timberlands from you for $50. I said, okay, where the money at? I took my Timberland boots off, took the $50 from him. He went in the house, took a bath, put on a whole new outfit, walked outside in the Timberland boots he just bought me from $50. And everybody said how good he looked. Damn, you look sharper than a bitch. You look cleaner than a motherfucker. I see you, dog. My husband said, you dumb. Why would you do that? Them shoes cost, it was like 200 and something dollars. I want to say 250. And you only wore them shoes one time. You really sold he was so mad. And I say, well, you laughed like it was funny. Like you helped hurt my feelings. He was like, I wasn't doing it that way. It was like funny, but I wasn't, you dumb, you know. I realized my cousin tricked me out my spot. I looked it gooder than a bitch. He wanted my shoes. He didn't want to go to the mall to pay for them. We wore the same size. So instead of him having to go buy him a new pair of Timberlands, he got them from me for $50. He tricked me out my motherfucking shoes. Do not let people trick you out your shoes. There was another incident on Facebook. At the time I was popping on Facebook. I was doing something on Facebook, making all this money. Somebody had made a post about what I was doing and how people was dumb to pay me and it was wrong and this and this and this. And I don't like drama. I ended up deactivating my Facebook page. I got off Facebook. It ended up being a blessing in disguise because I ended up writing my first book. I'm going to show y'all my book again in a second. But I ended up writing my first book. So it was a blessing in disguise. But when I got back on Facebook, the same person who said I was wrong and people was dumb for paying me was doing the same thing I was doing for way less money. She tricked me out my spot. She wanted to do what I was doing, so she broke me so she could have my spot. Stop letting people trick you out your fucking shoes. Stop letting them trick you out your hustles. Stop letting them trick you out your spots. Your why has to be bigger. When they come and they try to tear you down, when people say, oh, Peach McIntyre is a scam, I wouldn't dare pay her. You can learn Facebook for free. You can look at YouTube videos and learn YouTube for free. Don't you dare pay her. And I stopped because everybody's saying, oh, I'm a scam, I'm a fraud for charging people for my expertise. I stopped. Guess what them motherfuckers gonna do? They're gonna teach. They did it with Tampa Braiders. I started a Facebook group, Tampa Braiders. Everybody in the group making money. My husband say, Peaches, you wasting too much time doing this group. You're not even doing your business no more. This group is not paying our bills. You putting all your energy into this group. Charge. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna pay me. He was like, okay, if they don't pay you good, you'll start back running your business and stop spending your time doing this. So I end up charging. Everybody make posts about me. They like, oh, she wrong for that. She's so money hungry. Who she thinks she is? Mark Zuckerberg. Da, 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 da. Got everything to say. Guess what? They start a free Facebook group. People start paying for my Facebook group after they see their free Facebook group ain't really working out that well. And then the people grow their big Facebook group, the free one, to be like mine, copy my strategies, do it just how I did it. And then they start charging them. They stole my hustle. First, they made you hate me just so they could steal my hustle. It's no difference than what's going on now. That's how I'm kind of able to handle it better because I've already been through it. Like, I done been through this shit so many times that it's like, I'm used to it. I know what's going on. You can't trick me. That's why people like, oh, ain't nobody hating on you. This the truth. Ain't nobody hating on you. All you really do is brag. I know it's hate. I know the difference between hate and bragging. If I was bragging, I wouldn't tell you how to do it. Bragging is me saying, look at me. I made 6 figures and you still broke. That's bragging. I made 6 figures and I'm not going to tell you how I did it. That's bragging. I'm not even going to give you the opportunity to learn from me. I'm not going to tell you for free. And I'm not going to let you pay me. It's motherfuckers that you watch right now that you can't pay to help you. I dare you to write them. I dare you to write the person who you love to watch more than me or just as much as me. Ask them, hey, can I pay you to teach me how to do what you do? The motherfuckers going to leave you on red or they going to tell you, no, that's how they did me. They left me on red or they said, no, the only person offered to help me was Panting Squad for $7,000 that I didn't have. I have it now. I should invest now. So that's all I'm saying, guys. Stop letting people trick you out your spot. Ain't nobody finna tricking me. I was waiting for this live honey motivation. I'm happy to hear that. I'm going to try this. You definitely should. The perfection is you. So if they don't like what you are promoting, don't become a people pleaser and change just to be. Just do you and be you. Exactly. So I just want to give y'all that piece of advice. I'm going to get off of here in a little bit. Any other questions in regards to content creation? Not my personal business. You're not entitled to know all my personal business. I tell you what I want to tell you when I want to tell you it. But I want you guys to start making money. My lip gloss in the bathroom, and this fan is like, every time I lick these lips, they get back dry. We have a lot in common. That means you're a part of my tribe, Zesty. That is a fact. I had coaches that left me hanging in home base. Yeah, they don't care. I want y'all to make money. I'm so glad I purchased your e-guides. I'm happy you did too. And that's the thing with my e-guides. It's not me just giving you a little bit. I give it all to you. Everything I do, I give it to you. I'm trying to figure out how to scale from 10K to 50K. You should go watch my video and watch me go from 10K to 50K. Go watch my YouTube journey. Consistency is going to take you the furthest when it comes to content creation. You got to be consistent, guys. Y'all post once and then you quit. Or you post once a week. That's not going to take you as far as posting every day. Stay consistent. I want to buy your book info. Go to my website, peachmcIntyre.com. If you want to buy my urban novel, you can get it from Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart. I'm going to put them on the website this week because I got a bunch of them. But mine going to be autographed copies for $35. You get more subscribers by making sure you stay consistent. The 4 things I swear by on YouTube to be successful. 1, good tags. Yes, I use TubeBuddy. 2, you want to have good thumbnails because your thumbnails got to compete after people find you with the tags. 3, you got to have good energy. I cannot teach you that. I cannot teach you that. But just know I have it. I don't do the whole drama thing. That's not me. I don't stay low. If I ever go low, like emotionally, I'm going through something or something like that, I'm not finna fucking stay there. I've never wanted to stay at the bottom. Never wanted to stay at the bottom. So even when I'm having those emotional moments where I want to quit or I'm going through stuff in life, I'm always asking people to help me out of it. What can I do to get over this? Who did you go to? Who your therapist? What book did you read? I'm always trying to figure out how to not stay stuck, especially at the fucking bottom. So you want to have good energy. And number 4, you got to stay consistent. I cannot stress this enough. You must stay consistent. I want more money for sure, e-guides. I want to pay over Cash App or Facebook. No, with my e-guides, you just go to my website, peachmcintyre.com. We do not accept PayPal. We do not accept PayPal. PeachMcintyre.com. Everything is instant downloadable. And all of my e-guides are on sale for just $5, guys. $5. You spend more than that at McDonald's. My birthday, April 16th. They asked for my social security number for Facebook Reels. Correct. Because, guys, we have to pay taxes on this money. You get a 1099. This is a business. Whether you want to do it under your business with an EIN number, which is free, go to irs.gov to get one. Or if you want to do it under your social as an individual. You don't have to have a LLC or an S Corp or a C Corp. You don't have to have any of that. You could be a regular individual. Or you could go ahead and get an LLC or start an S Corp or a C Corp, whatever you want to do. You could even be a nonprofit. I bought the e-guide, but I'm still lost. But I'm finna go buy the class for June 15th. I'm ready to get a big bag, a big bank. Ow. What are you lost about, Miss Nene? Any tips on getting the max bonus? Oh my God, you gotta stay consistent. And guys, every time Facebook release new invites, your views are gonna go down because it's more competition. I see that a lot of my Facebook reels with Peach Group. They're like, oh my God, views are down again. Well, Facebook just told a bunch of creators they can earn an extra $500. I don't know about y'all, but for some people, even myself back then, $500 was life changing. If Facebook told me, Peaches, you got the opportunity to make $500 and I ain't have no money, or this is the first platform to offer me $500, I'm going to give it all I got, like Rod Wave say. All I got. So I'm going to work harder. So when Facebook sent out a massive amount of invites, people start dropping more reels. So that's why your views go down. It's more competition. Now, what happens is once some of those people see that they're not getting many views and they can't make nothing, or they only made 40 cents, they be like, this it, I quit. They're going to quit. When they quit, the views are going to go up. The views are going to go up. So if you stay consistent, when those people quit, they stop dropping because their views are low. They stop dropping content. They being ungrateful. They're not in it to win it. They're quitting. You're still dropping content. Your video's going to start going viral. You're going to start having those million bops, million views, bops. We call them bops. You're going to have those, and you're going to be making the money, hitting the max bonuses quick versus the ones who inconsistent because they so focused on views. As Beloved Life told me, you want to be so busy dropping content that you don't give a fuck about the views. I don't care about the views. I don't care about the views. We got the views. We're going to get the views. They're going to come. I care about dropping the content that we know they like to watch. All right? Somebody asked me something on YouTube. Hold on. I got to scroll. Sorry, y'all. I'm blocking the camera. Miss Helen, she say, do you have a book for affirmations that you read daily? I got that Rick Ross book you recommended. Did you like it? For me, I don't have a book that I read daily for affirmations. I have a quote book of quotes that I wrote myself, like that I get from others, whether it's from a book, from a sign, from something a subscriber tell me. I have a book of over 400 quotes that I just write down, quotes that just punch my soul, that make me go. I told my husband, sometimes it'll be a word and it just punched me in the stomach. Like I feel like my stomach went to my back. And I know when I get that feeling, that quote was for me. That was that life-changing quote that I got to live by. The quote was for me. It's funny because when I was talking to the TV guy today and I was giving him advice, he was like, man, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. You giving my whole body chills. Like, oh my goodness, my body got chills. Stop talking to me. I had that impression on people a lot. And so my husband was like, why you think that? Like, because I was getting chills when you said blah, blah, blah. Like, why you think that be happening to so many people? I said, it be God. It be God speaking through me. But for me, I get chills too. But when it comes to quotes, sometimes people give me quotes and it just feel like God punched me in my stomach and my stomach went to my back and it just touched my soul after that. Like, I can't explain it. I real deal feel it. It'd be like, boom. Oh my God, that was a life-changing quote. You know? One of my favorite quotes, I got so many, but one of my favorite quotes is, of course, y'all know what it is, Peach Patch. Somebody in the comments say what my favorite quote is. Say my favorite quotes. I got a bunch, but the Peach Patch know like at least my favorite three. I'm gonna see what the Peach Patch say. Let's see who gonna get it right. She believed she could, so she did. Thank you, TND. So that's one of them. She believed she could, so she did. Exactly. She believed she could, so she did. That's the quote I heard at my lowest. It reminded me of like, anything you think is possible is possible. If you believe in yourself, you could get it done. It don't matter if don't nobody else believe in you. Life is full of adversity. Yep, Miss Tasha, Nicole, and Miss Talia. Y'all got it right. Sammy J. Yep. Life is filled with adversity, meaning bad things is gonna happen. My daddy gave me that quote when I started my YouTube journey. He said, I gotta stop think he said you need to stop caring about what people think about you. And baby, life is filled with adversity. Meaning misfortunes, bad luck, all that stuff is gonna happen. Things are gonna go wrong at the right time. The people you least expect to hurt you gonna hurt you. Life is gonna happen. People gonna die. People gonna get sick. Even you might get sick. Right? But when it happens, we have to keep going. I seen two people write, this quote is one I came up with myself. Consistency wins in all things. That's my own quote. I came up with that one myself. That's definitely one of my favorites. I cannot preach it enough. Consistency wins in all things, from motherhood to fatherhood to business, etc. Peach got me in tears. I needed this so much. I'm happy to hear that, Naked Sense. Listen, I stopped doing live streams. I think this was another reason my YouTube channel used to do so good. I used to do lives all the time and had these kind of conversations, and we used to talk about overcoming depression, dreaming again, forgiving ourselves. A lot of you guys are trapped in bondage, not by God, not by man, but by yourself, because you haven't forgiven yourself. Oh, Miss Gigi, that's the good one. That's from Les Brown. You got to be hungry. You got to be relentless about your dreams. I got that from Les Brown. And then TD Jakes, it takes courage. It takes courage to live your dreams. When you win, people are going to talk about you. Y'all see me just do the short to the courage speech. Anytime I feel weak, anytime I really want to throw in the towel and I need that extra push, everybody when they saying, oh, she changed, all she do is brag. I hate her. She need to be humble. I listen to that TD Jakes courage speech. I start reciting it around my house. I start screaming it, chanting it. I know that speech verbatim. Um, that speech, oh my God. It Takes Courage by TD Jakes. I want y'all to go listen to that tonight. Look on YouTube, Courage by TD Jakes. Look up Hungry by Les Brown. Look up Beast Mode by Eric Thomas. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I would say that's my quote, but y'all know that Rockefeller song, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Rockefeller Records, because it get down, baby. We get down, baby. Who was that? The Young Gunners. But yeah, you can't stop, won't stop, Peach. Yep, so those are some of my favorite quotes. Another one of my favorite quotes that goes with forgiveness, I actually got this from a Peach. When people bring up your past, let them know that God has already dropped the charges. Y'all can see a lot of videos right now on YouTube about my past, about my husband's past. People bringing it up to stop me. But I already knew that was going to happen. I mentally prepared myself for those things. That shit don't hurt me. I already knew it was gonna happen. I ain't ashamed of it. It's just not something I gotta revisit. My husband and I, we say we're gonna write a book about it. Like we're gonna write a book about our life, about our relationships, what we learned, what changed inside of us, so that we can learn how to communicate with each other. And then one that I came up with myself is God will forgive you even when men don't. So a lot of times we hold ourselves in bondage to our past. Maybe you was a crackhead and didn't take care of your kids. Maybe you was in the streets doing illegal things. Maybe you was a deadbeat dad because you was going through life. Maybe you was just a mean person because you hated yourself. Whatever it is or was, it can change. You can change. You're entitled to change. Hold on, y'all. I'm finna go put on some lip gloss. Gotta put my boob up. I don't want y'all to see my boob. Y'all know I don't care about you seeing my boob, but I don't want to stop my money if somebody was to report my boob. And I'm finna put on some lip gloss. And I'm gonna stay on him until I think I can stay on here about 1. Then I gotta go. Got to go tend to the husband. Put on this lip gloss, honey, child. But I used to go live on YouTube like this all the time. I got the gift of gab. I could talk. That comes from hanging out with my great grandmother as a kid. Y'all know all older people do is talk. They don't really be having nobody to talk to. I put on too much lip gloss. As my husband say, girl, what you want to kiss? What you want to kiss, sis? Putting on all that lip gloss, she must want to kiss. Ooh, she want to kiss. What I was telling y'all, I forgot. I forgot what I was finna say. I'm training myself through your e-guides. I did on my previous career. I started out as a receptionist and learned everything I could for free. And I was promoted in the company with a degree as a project manager and traveled the world. So I say thank you. My pleasure and congratulations to you. All of our jobs and life experiences are seeds that are being planted for your greatness. All things are working for my good. Yes, they are, because he's intentional. Yeah. Let me let my hair down. Never failing. I know that everything that you've been through in your life and everything that you're currently going through is intentional, whether even your jobs, even if you hate your jobs. Like I've worked as a substitute teacher for 5 years, so I'm really good at teaching, right? I've worked in customer service, so I'm really good at customer service. I know how to notate. I know how to record keep just from my customer service and admin type jobs. I worked at a help desk. Look, by the time I was 24, I had 36 different jobs. By the age of 24, 36 different jobs. I quit a job in a heartbeat, right? And then I've worked in healthcare claims. I'm really analytical. I'm good at looking at data, good at problem solving. I love being alone. I hate being around other people. I work very well by myself. So like all of those things prepared me for this moment. Even my struggles, even when I was down to nothing. Even when I did things I wasn't proud of. All of that stuff, I didn't understand it when I was going through it, right? But it was just to prepare me for this moment that I'm living in. Right? I help people that are currently in the streets come out the streets. I get them hope. I help people who are currently homeless overcome homelessness. Currently depressed overcome depression. Currently who hate themselves, I teach them how to love themselves. I teach them that they're good enough. People who grew up feeling like their mama hated them. Their daddy abandoned them. They ain't nobody in the family loved them. They was the black sheep, the pink unicorn. I get them hope. I show them that they don't have to stay there. So everything you're going through, like from jobs, from relationships, from even within yourself is to help you be great. It's to help you be great. You were determined to be this way. You were predestined to be this way. So true, you really do. Thank you. I used to didn't understand that stuff, y'all. I still have those moments where I be like, why me, Lord? I still have why me, Lord moments. I'm the only one in my family with a child with autism. I have the most kids out of everybody in my family in generations. In the last three generations that I know of, I have the most children. Nobody liked me in my family growing up. Nobody. Not even my mama. I wish I was making that up, but that's the truth. I grew up feeling unloved. I know what it's like to not have anybody love you. At least feel like nobody loved you because they didn't know how to properly show love, or because they were going through their own life struggles that they didn't know how to put their children first. I know what that stuff is like. I know what it's like to be on food stamps and WIC and Section 8 and fucking like it there because you're too scared to leave. You the black sheep of your family. It's okay. We call it the pink unicorn over here. We the pink unicorns of the family. It's okay though. It's because God wanted you to do different. It took for a family member to tell me that. I remember my one cousin told me that. He said, God trying to push you away from over here. Stop coming over here. Don't nobody like your ass. Stop coming over here. And that hurted my feelings so bad. But I realized it was the truth. Like, imagine if God didn't make you different. Imagine if God didn't make it where your family pushed you away. Like, we don't want to deal with you because you're not like us. If God didn't do that for you, you would be just like them. And if you was just like them, accepted and welcomed by them, you would not have the power to be like Moses and go back and get his people. You wouldn't be able to free your family from generational curses. How you gonna break generational curses if you could never go out and see different? If you could never go out and see different, how can you do different? If nobody could ever plant something different inside of you, how could you ever get different? I had to learn that. I done told y'all before. I know a lot of you guys are new to me. I'm going to stop acting like, I told y'all before, I'm going to stop saying it and just tell you the damn stories, okay? Some of these stories I've told before because they're my reality. I remember being in middle school in 8th grade. My goal, I am a regular black girl out the projects. Typical black girl. Mama sold dope. Daddy sold dope. Uncle sold dope. You know, grandma them in the church. Used to be in the streets. You know. Regular black girl of America from poverty story. Regular story, right? So my goal in life was to marry a drug dealer, and a big drug dealer. Hopefully his ass could be the kingpin so that I could be okay and move out the projects or get a fucking Section 8 voucher so I could feel like I'm better than the bitch that's still in public housing, even though one is not really better than other because you all can do better, guys. Right? So that was my goal as a child. This is what I see my future looking like. My future looks like, girl, try to be a drug dealer baby mama so you could have a little bit more of something. That's what my future looked like because that's all I saw around me. If you wanted to be successful where I was from, you had to sell drugs. Just like in this generation, some kids think the only way to be successful is to do fraud because that's what they see. When they look out, the only people they see successful are people who are doing fraud. But I remember in 8th grade, my 8th grade teacher, Miss Fernandez, actually pulled me aside and she was like, Peaches, how many books do you own? At the moment, I didn't own not one book. Not one book ever in life. I had been to the library, of course, at school because you got to read books. You got to do that as a part of schoolwork. But as far as owning a book, never have. My mama had never bought me a book. Never owned any kind of book. So I was like, none. She was like, really? Well, I'm going to get you a book. She was like, Peaches, you know, you're a really good writer. And I'm like, whatever. You know, I've been writing in diaries since I was 6. I have every diary since age 6. To this day, I still got it. And I'm like, whatever. Like, ain't nobody in my family reward you being smart. I remember when I would ask my mama for homework. I remember one time, I think it was the last time I ever asked her for homework. Going to my mama and asking my mama to help me with my homework. And she used to do my older sister homework for her. So I asked mama to help me with my homework. She was like, bitch, get your ass out my face, ho. Don't you see I'm talking to my friends? Get the fuck out my face. And I remember boohoo crying. I felt like, shit, you fat bitch. You know how a lot of y'all moms probably talk to y'all as a kid. Calling you bitches, hoes, just because they seen their friends do it or their parents did it to them. I know in my family, my grandmother said when she moved into the projects with her kids, she seen other women in the projects calling their kids bitches and hoes and dummies and all these other names. So she started talking to her kids like that. She had no idea that she was starting a new generational cycle. So because my mom was taught to that way, she talked to us that way and broke me in childhood. Being verbally abused since childhood. Stupid bitches, fat bitches, dumb hoes, stupid hoes, ugly bitches. Talking to me like this as a kid. So she said that to me, and I remember boo crying. I was like, fuck homework. I ain't never doing this shit. And what saved me was my great grandma, Merle. She said, come here, Peaches. And she tried to help me, knowing she ain't even finished middle school. She tried to help me, and that just gave me the determination to keep trying. Right? So when I was in 8th grade, my English teacher pulled me aside and started pointing out greatness in me. She started saying, you can write a book. Peaches, you can be an author. Hold on. Because I wrote a book. This lady planted this seed in me when I was in 8th grade. 8th grade. I didn't write this book until it was 2017. I don't know how old I was. Somebody do the math. How old was I? I'm 33. 2017. I know I'm bad at math. What was that, 5 years ago? So I was like 28. Man, my bitch, you can't do math. Probably can't. But I was like -3. That would have took me to 30. I was like 28. Look at me. When I wrote this book. But that seed was planted in me when I was around 13 years old. So she seed planted. She was like, you can go to college. She gave me hope. This lady gave me hope. When she told me that, I had never heard that before. I had never heard you could go to college. You could do great things. Nobody had ever in my life pulled out these great things in me. So when she did it, I started dreaming big. I told myself, she made me feel so good about myself. I told myself, I want to be an English teacher so I could save one little girl that may be feeling the way I'm feeling like all she good enough for is to be a dope dealer baby mama. Her life aspirations is to have a baby by a dope dealer so she can have a little bit of something because that is all she ever saw. So after that, I just started working really, really hard and, headed towards college. And I had a full ride scholarship to college, but then I fell in love with the guy. And I gave it up in his Cadillac. Gave it up in his had a baby. Still went to college, was not focused, went to community college instead. Was not focused, chasing after him, failed out of the first semester of college. Dumped him, broke up with him, got back focused, had that tunnel vision, got straight A's that next semester, got straight A's the semester after that, got a call center job. And baby, that call center job money, I see why call center girls act bougie. That call center money was good. I said, fuck that, I'm just going to be a call center rep. And the trajectory of my life changed. But it all started when she planted something different in me. Like some people might say God planted something different in me because I've been different my whole life. I've always been different. I listen to country music. I've always loved, reading and writing and making up my own songs and always been a leader-like kind of person. I've always been different. You can ask anybody that. They're going to tell you, Peach has always been different. But my teacher really, she saw something in me nobody had ever saw. It wasn't until last year, that was the first time in my life I heard my mama say she was proud of me. Mom was like, I'm proud of you. My mama bought my book. This book, I wrote it when I lived down the sidewalk from my mama. And I'm not doing this for y'all to hate my mama. I'm saying this because it's my reality, right? But it took, I think last year, my book got in, what store was it? It was in the inside of Barnes and Nobles, not just on the website. You could actually walk into Barnes and Nobles and get this book in certain locations inside the store. And that's when my mama finally went ahead and wanted a copy of my book, like bought a copy. But before then, baby, I ain't had support. So ain't no use in any of y'all who going through those things feeling sorry for yourself. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Keep going. In spite of, they'll come around, and when they come around, it ain't even gonna bother you because you gotta learn self-love. If you didn't get love in childhood, or at least it wasn't the kind of love that you wanted, because both of my parents say they love me. Even me and my daddy, when we talked, he was like, he had no clue I felt that way. My daddy got like, I don't know how many kids that nigga got. I'm gonna say 22 or 21. Because that's what they always say when was little. Oh, he got 22 kids or 21 kids. He got over 20 fucking kids, right? So when I was a kid, I'm gonna block you, baby. I ain't got time. When I was a kid, my daddy wasn't really around. He wasn't consistent. In and out of prison, multiple baby mamas. He wasn't consistent. Even when it came to my siblings, my mom has 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies. So my sister was one of her dad's oldest kids. He had custody of 2 of his kids. He paid $27 in child support, which wasn't no money, but at least it was something and it was consistent. He worked. She could go to her grandma's houses. My brother is his dad's first child, the only grandkid for a long time. Super spoiled, right? And had everything. Me, I ain't had that. I would hear stuff like, "Your sorry ass daddy look like your sorry ass daddy. That nigga can't even pay fucking child support. His sorry ass. Everybody time for school, they daddy did something. My daddy ain't do shit." So I was always the ain't shit kid. This is how I'm feeling about myself. Feeling like I'm the ain't shit kid while I was born. My mama don't love me. My daddy don't love. Why the fuck was I even put on earth? I felt that way since childhood. Since childhood, right? So when me and my dad had talked about almost 2 years ago, like over a year ago, he was like, he had no idea that I felt that way. He was like, oh, I didn't know. He was like, because I couldn't give all y'all the same amount of time, I didn't want to be unfair and just give one person more time than the other. So I said, I won't give none of them no time, bitch. He's a very logical, analytical, critical thinker. He's a smart man. But that felt like the dumbest shit in the world to me. I'm like, really? I wanted to, really? Like, really? He was like, but I love you. Like, I love. That didn't feel like love to me. That felt like selfishness. But then we learned, like, being a parent is hard. You know? Being a parent is hard. You learn, you try to forgive. And you learn that forgiveness is more than once. But that's why I just keep my distance. I just keep my distance. But yeah, that's what he said. He said basically like, because I couldn't give all of y'all equal time, I decided to not give none of y'all time. But give bitches time. That's why I don't like him right now. He gonna have the nerve to ask me what I did to you. If you watching this video, bitch, that's what you did to me. You gave them hoes time. This nigga gonna tell me he passed by my grandma's house to go see one of his lady friends. She made him food. But you could have stopped by and seen my kids. And just like you make time to see your lady friends, you could have made time to see your grandkids or even your daughter if you really wanted to have a relationship. So you hurt me in childhood by abandoning me. Then in adulthood, you want to abandon me again and deal with me at your convenience. I'm sorry, we're just going to cut off access because in adulthood, we're not going to hurt Peach's feelings on purpose. So that's what I did. Sounds like my father. I have decided to distance myself. Yeah, I had to do that for my own sanity. We can forgive people and that's fine, but it's like if you forgive people and you start dealing with them and they cause the same amount of pain. And with me, when I get hurt, it's like I can't get out of bed kind of hurt. So I just can't afford to get hurt like that. So fuck you, It was fuck me when I was little. It's fuck you now that I'm grown. And maybe God will change my heart again. Maybe he won't. But either way, I'm okay. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's okay too. He got a bunch of other kids to deal with. That's terrible. My dad was like that. My dad never invited me or his grandchildren ever to come to his home. His wife too. Yeah, that sucks. But life goes on. We gotta remember, like, people having their own experiences as well. They got their own childhood traumas. Our parents had their own childhood traumas. But I sometimes I get mad about that. Like, it's like, I understand we all have our own traumas, but how can I continuously try to be a better version of me for my children and seek resources and help constantly, so I could be the best mom for my kids, even though I'm broke. When I say broke, like internally, like broken, trying to piece all this stuff back together. But y'all couldn't do that for me. I don't be understanding that. That part always kind of like, I think that's what sets me back. I probably will eventually go to therapy just to see if they can help me with that one little piece. Because that part makes me lack understanding. Like, how can I have sense to try to become a better me for my kids consistently, and you ain't have that same kind of logic? That kind of confuses me. But yeah, back to what I was saying. It was because of my 8th grade teacher that put something different in me, that sparked me to like think I was great. So that's always going to be a passion of mine. I love letting people know how great they are, because a lot of times people are already broken in childhood. Already broken in childhood. And that leads to you getting into bad relationships because you lack self-love. You start looking for people who treat you the same way your parents treated you, because that's your normal. That's your normal. You feel familiar with it, right? It's not until you really start seeking that inner healing. Like, before I got a big bag, a big bank, when I was broken, I started like digging really deep, reading a lot of psychological books, and I've taken psychology, not psychological, psychology books, and I took psychology classes in college and stuff. I always loved psychology. So I started looking at things at a deeper level, and then my parents being willing to have those kind of conversations with me and us talking about my feelings, etc. But I don't hate them. At one point I did. I hated them. But I don't hate them. I have learned, like, that's just where they were in their life, and it's because of their parents and their own life experiences and their own choices. Because we all have a choice in this. What's the title of your book? So this is an urban novel. I got typos in here. Because I edited it myself. But it's an urban novel. It's called Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money. Series 1, because it's a series. I ain't never come out with book 2. I'm going to do it very soon. And it's Mackenzie Carter's Legendary Summer. And then on the front, it is my model wearing our Mackenzie bodysuit from Waste Language Inc. And then on the back, it tells you about me. I'm going to read the back because I wrote this. I'm going to read the back. So it's a Peaches McIntyre is a hustler, baby. There is simply no better way to put it. At the tender age of 6, she was selling her summer free lunches to the local drug dealers. At age 11, she purchased bottled waters from corner stores and then sold them to the local drug dealers who had just started to pop ecstasy for $5. They didn't want to leave a block for a bottle of water because the drug business was so good. And even at 11, Peaches knew they wouldn't mind spending $5 because they were bringing in $1,000 a day, thousands of dollars a day, and needed the water to stay hydrated. It was simply supply and demand. In middle school, Peaches purchased candy from the local corner store for 50 cents a pack with her mother's food stamp card and headed to her middle school to sell it to her well-off white peers for $1. In high school, Peaches would go on to sell homemade CDs, homework, test answers, and free lunch. Always been a hustler, child, even if it was unethical. I ain't know no better. Peaches wouldn't come to discover that she was an entrepreneur or even learn the term until she was 25 years old, when she started her first business, Waste Language Inc., www.wastelanguageinc.com, on Instagram. Using the same hustle methods she had been using her entire life, Peaches made 6 figures within the first 6 months of business and was able to go from Section 8 to self-sufficiency. So for those of you who don't know that story, I started Waste Language, turn your pancakes into pound cakes. We had the waist trainers and the butt lifters. I started Waste Language Inc. That became a 6-figure business like this. I got off Section 8 and all that stuff. I idea about credit. I had no idea about financial literacy. I had no idea that when you go through real life as a regular person and you get broke, like you don't want to go to work, you become broke and then you can't pay your bills and then you become homeless. Because prior to that, all I knew was public housing Section 8. When you quit a job, you put in a $0 change form, your rent go to zero, you get max food stamps, you get Medicaid, shit's still good, you don't lose the roof over your head. In the real world, you cannot do that. So I had to become emotionally intelligent. I wasn't emotionally intelligent or financially intelligent like I am now. That's another reason why you can't break me. I done been through this shit before. So like when the world go to attacking me, people like, I hate her, she's a scammer, or I hate her, or me and my husband having problems, or I'm going through it with my mama. I'm revisiting my childhood where I didn't feel like nobody loved me. One of my kids acting up in school and I just feel overwhelmed and I want to quit. I still feel that way. I still have those moments where I want to quit. But now because I am emotionally intelligent, I know that I cannot quit. Quitting will cause me to lose my job. When I lose my job, I lose my income. When I lose my income, I can't pay my bills. I lose my home. I won't be able to afford my lifestyle. I won't be able to afford to keep a roof over my kids' head. I won't be able to afford food. So no matter what goes on, I do not fucking quit. Y'all have to learn that. No matter what, life is full of adversity. No matter what happens, can't stop, won't stop. I had to learn that. So I'm happy I went through that. All right, anyways, back to what I was reading. So Peach's hustle didn't stop there. Instead, she hustled harder, but this time it was for something she was passionate about. The black community in Tampa, Florida. Peaches created one of the most resourceful Facebook groups in the Tampa Bay area, Gregory's Choice, to assist people just like her with getting a hand up in the employment sector. So for those of you who don't know, I have a Facebook group. It's called Gregory's Choice. We have over 38,000 members. And I think Gregory's Choice is 35,000. We have over 35,000 members inside of that group. I've been running that group by myself for over, how old is McIntyre? 7. So 6 years. Over 6 years, I've been doing that group by myself. We're the second largest employment group in the entire state of Florida. I actually need to get back to working on it because I haven't been so busy chasing my money. But that's my passion. I love helping people. You're not dealing with somebody who's just in this for money. Like when you shop with me, yes, of course, I want your business. I want your money. But I really want to see you win. I want to see you succeed because, like I said, God just, since a kid, I just wanted better. And then I had people come into my life that just wanted better for me and planted that in me. So I love to plant that into others. Even if you're not yet ready to hear it, hopefully I'm planting some seeds in you that'll come into fruition, whether it's when you're 28 years later, whether it's 3 months from now, 2 months from now. I'm planting some good positive seeds in your life that will come to harvest when you least expect it, okay? All right, lastly, one morning on December of 2016, Peaches woke up and realized that of May of 2017, it would make 10 years since she finished high school, and she still hadn't lived up to her senior notable of becoming a New York Times best-selling author. So she sat down and she started to refamiliarize herself with her first love, which is writing. Like I said, I've been writing since I was 6. I have every diary that I have ever wrote. Like I can go back and tell you on this day, I felt like this. My mama did this. I like this boy. I got my first, this is so gross, but the piece of gum I had in my mouth when I had my first tongue kiss, I still have. The condom wrapper that my husband used when he took my virginity in the backseat of his Cadillac, I still have. The panties that my cherry bust into with the blood stain on them, I still have. I got my 8th grade prom dress, my 12th grade prom dress. I am a keepsake kind of person. So I'm weird like that. But yeah, I'm going to read chapter 1 of y'all. I got some typos in here, but hey, I did it myself. Where your book at? And if you want to learn how to write and self-publish your own book like me, shop my website, peachmcintyre.com. I have a stay-at-home and write a book e-guide. It's on sale for just $5. It's really short, sweet, and simple, and it really works. I have a lot of clients that are putting out books right now. Let me read my dedication because I love this. It says, this book is dedicated to my Facebook friends. I would probably still be dreaming about becoming a best-selling novelist instead of trying to become a best-selling novelist if it wasn't for all of your encouraging words and threats, knowing I can't fight. Because I started posting this book on Facebook when I would write it, and they would tell me, "What's the next part? What chapter 7? Girl, you better post it. I'm gonna beat you up." So every day they would be looking forward to me writing a part of my book and posting it. I would also like to dedicate this book to my children and their father. Thanks for being understanding when I would spend hours on the computer and refuse to cook dinner because I had started writing something good. I love you all. So me and my husband, we like this. We best friends. Our relationship hasn't always been perfect, but he has always been willing to help me get to my goals. So when I was writing this book, I was pregnant with Gorgeous, and Daddy worked, and he had the car wash, and he would come home, and I would still be writing. He'll come home, change diapers, start cooking dinner because I was busy writing this. So shout out to my husband for always willing to help me chase my dreams. So get out your feelings and get this money. I formatted this book and everything myself. Chapter 1, I'm going to get you and make you mine. Hey, little mama, you so cute. Mackenzie smiled at the little girl and handed her some now and laters. The little girl smiled back and replied, "Thank you." "Hey, you talking to my daughter? See, now I'm definitely going to have to get you." The fat guy wearing the black and yellow pea hat stated proudly, walking Mackenzie's way. Mackenzie turned and looked at her best friend Samantha, and they both giggled. "What's your name?" the fat guy with the black and yellow pea hat asked Mackenzie. "Nanya." Mackenzie and Samantha both laughed. "Oh, it's like that? I swear I'm going to get you and make you mine. Just watch with your pretty ass." The fat guy wearing the black and yellow pea hat stated confidently as he watched Mackenzie walk back towards Samantha's house. "Sam, who is that?" Mackenzie asked, kind of interested in knowing more about the guy once they got to Samantha's house. "Girl, that's Legend. He sells drugs and got a lot of money. If I was you, I would talk to him. He stay buying a bitch Jordans." "Jordans? Sam, do I look like a hood hoe? I despise Jordans, and I definitely don't need a drug dealing fat nigga to buy me none." Mackenzie laughed. "Plus, I have a man that I love, or did you forget?" "Kenzie, how could I forget about Chris? You talk about him every 5 seconds. I still don't think he's the one for you. I mean, he has a baby. You're only 16. You don't need to be playing stepmama to nobody, child. Plus, you need to focus on cheerleading, being a class president in college. It's okay to have fun with Chris, but just don't get too serious. I got a feeling he's not right for you." "Girl, please. As if you would know anything. You don't even have a man. Chris loves me and I love him. As a matter of fact, since we have my mom's car, let's ride to his house and surprise him." Mackenzie stated excitedly, jumping up. "You sure you don't want to call first?" Sam asked, having a bad feeling about this. "No, girl. Worst case scenario, he isn't home and we just wasted gas. Let's slide," Mackenzie stated, grabbing her mom's keys off the counter. "Okay," Sam reluctantly agreed. The girls made it to Woodland Terrace in less than 10 minutes. When they arrived to Chris's house, there were a bunch of people outside. Mackenzie got out of the car and spoke to everyone. "Hi, everybody. Is Chris home?" she asked. An older man looked at her and asked, "You here to see Chris?" "Yes, sir." "May I ask who you are?" "Yes, I'm Mackenzie, Chris's girlfriend." "Hi, Mackenzie. I'm Charlie, Chris's dad. Let me go get him for you," he stated with laughter. "Mr. Charlie, if now is not a good time to see Chris, I can come back later." "Oh, no. Now is the perfect time. One sec. He'll be right out," he stated, entering the house, still laughing. Mackenzie looked at Samantha for answers, and Samantha simply shrugged her shoulders. So Mackenzie waited. 3 minutes later, a girl came out the house with a nappy-headed baby on her hip. "Who the fuck is you?" she barked at Mackenzie. I'm Mackenzie, Mackenzie stated with a smile. And who the fuck is you here to see? She demanded to know with her hand on one hip and the nappy-headed baby on the other. I'm here to see Chris, Mackenzie stated and smiled while everyone else started laughing. Oh, hell no. Chris, bring your ass here. Who is this bitch out here saying she here to see you? Who the fuck is this hoe? Chris, she yelled, placing the baby down on the porch. Why are you here to see Chris? She demanded to know due to Chris not responding or coming to the door. Because I'm his girlfriend. His girlfriend? Bitch, you ain't his motherfucking girlfriend. I'm Chris' girlfriend, and this is Chris's child, Christina. Wait. Chris said he had a baby mama, but they had been broken up for over a year. I've been dating Chris for 11 months now, Mackenzie stated with tears in her eyes. Mackenzie wasn't one of those girls who enjoyed confrontation. She hadn't had a fight since kindergarten, and aside from Samantha, all of Mackenzie's friends were white. Chris, bring your ass here and tell this girl that we go to fuck together. Fuck nigga, do you hear me? Samantha yelled. Chris didn't come, so she ran in the house and jumped on Chris's neck and started hitting him. Mackenzie was terrified, so she jumped off the porch and ran to her mom's car in tears. Everyone laughed, including Chris's father, Mr. Charlie, who was now sitting on the porch holding Christina. Oh, Mrs. family. Tell Chris to never call me again, Mackenzie yelled with tears streaming down her face before driving off doing 100 miles an hour. So that's the beginning of my book. So my book is an urban coming of age novel. It has been associated, compared to the coldest winter ever. And the girls that get it. So, yeah, buy my book. Buy my book. Quit playing. Buy my book. It's the bomb. You're going to read it in 1 or 2 days. Even the fellas love my book. I want this book. Shop. I'm going to put it on my website tonight. But shop Amazon. You can get it as a Kindle. You can get it on your Nook. You can buy it for your loved ones in prison. It's a really good book. You should have a book reading on YouTube and Instagram on that book. That would change our mindsets. Okay. I know as far as my book goes, my husband keeps telling me to read this. My husband got so many ideas. I just need to follow through and listen to him. I'm dead. I can't wait until Tuesday. I just bought it on Amazon. Yay. Thank you for your business. And we now offer this book on Amazon in hardcover. Before it was just in paperback. But now if you want a hardcover, you can. Like I said, I got typos in here because I wrote it myself. I edited it myself. You know, I might do another revision of it in the near future. But yeah, I want to write more books. Everybody always asks me, y'all want to read chapter 2? What y'all think? What's the name of this book? It's called Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money by Peaches McIntyre. This is my book. I wrote this myself. I dropped 115 bonuses. It says $8, but I'm not giving up. Please don't. I'm getting this. How did you publish? I got an e-guide. It's on sale on my website for $5 that teaches you how I did this. Shop my website, peachmcintyre.com, to learn the how. The game is to be sold, not told, so we can have an abundant life off of our natural gifts without doing anything illegal or unethical. Shop the website, peachmcintyre.com, guys. $5. Typo, so you did that. Y'all want to hear chapter 2? Okay. I'm going to read chapter 2 for y'all. I'm proud of this book. Shout out to Tampa. They was behind me with this book. Peach is a jack of all trades. I really am. Don't put your girl in the box. Don't put me in the box. All right. So we're going to read chapter 2. Chapter 2 is Live a Little. I can't believe Chris did this to me, Sam. Mackenzie stopped to her best friend since elementary school. Girl, I told you that nigga ain't shit. Fuck nigga couldn't even come to the door. Fuck him and that bitch. They did you a favor. Sam, I just lost my virginity to him. How could he do this to me? He told me they were over way before their baby was even born. Mackenzie was just so naive. Girl, niggas lie. He just wanted some pussy. I don't know if I could read this on live. Thank God you only screwed him twice. I'm going to censor it. So technically, you still a virgin. Mackenzie bust into laughter. Sam, what kind of shit is that? Girl, I'm for real. Listen, if you don't screw a nigga more than 3 times, then you have never screwed him before. And if you haven't had sex more than 3 times, then you still a virgin. Sam, I have never heard anything like that before. Stop, girl. You making my stomach hurt from the laughter. Mackenzie continued to laugh, grabbing the bottom of her stomach. For real, bitch. If this rule didn't exist, I would have been with 9 guys. But because of this rule, I've only been with 2.5. Oh, so you could be with a half a person? Yep. Sam giggled. She was happy she was making her friend smile. But let's go sit outside and drink my mama's wine coolers. She gone on a date with Eric and won't be back until tomorrow. She'll be so hungover, she won't even know that she won't even remember she had them in there, Sam suggested. Sam, you know I don't drink and you shouldn't either. We're only 16 and you have to be 21. Mackenzie reasoned. Sorry, y'all. I'm excited. Mackenzie reasoned. Girl, you such a damn goody two shoes. Just come sit outside and watch me drink then, bitch. Mackenzie laughed and followed her best friend to the fridge and then out of the door. They grabbed 2 plastic chairs off of the porch and pulled them to the edge of the road. Although Mackenzie was hurt by what had just transpired between Chris and his baby mama, she wasn't hurt enough to drink. People often wondered how and why Samantha and Mackenzie were best friends. Samantha had been having sex since they were 12, started smoking weed at 14, and drinking was her newest hobby. Samantha was what you would consider a hoe. Mackenzie, on the other hand, had just lost her virginity at the age of 16, didn't smoke or drink, and made straight A's in school. The two of them had been best friends since second grade, and though they're different, and thought their differences just made them better friends. Samantha never got into too much trouble because Mackenzie was always there to pull her back in. And in return, Samantha made sure Mackenzie lived a little. She did feel bad because she was the one who convinced Mackenzie to go ahead and give up her virginity to Chris. She just wanted her friend to have fun and be able to share sex stories, but Mackenzie had fallen in love with Chris, and Sam could smell the fuck nigga in him from a mile away. Hey, call me right now. The fat guy with the black and yellow pea hat from earlier startled Mackenzie and Samantha when he pulled out of nowhere, hanging out of the car door. What? Mackenzie asked, puzzled by his request. You heard me. Call me right now. 813-555-5555. Mackenzie looked at Samantha. Samantha looked at Mackenzie like, bitch, call him. Samantha had finally snatched Mackenzie's cell phone out of her lap and said, what's the number? 813-555-5555, he repeated. Make sure she called me right now, he said as he drove off, still hanging out of his car door. Bitch, call him. Samantha shoved the phone in Mackenzie's face. What? I ain't calling him. I don't even know him. So what, Kenzie? Live a little. The fuck nigga Chris still fucking his baby mama. What if that hoe would have attacked you? You need to get you a new nigga, and Legend is that nigga. Girl, he got money and 3 cars. But he also has a baby. Why would I want to talk to another dude with a baby after what just happened with Chris? Baby equals baby mama, Mackenzie reasoned. Listen, Kenzie, I ain't asking you to fall in love with the man or play stepmama to his child. I'm telling you to call him to get your mind off of a fuck nigga. And to get us some new shoes and clothes out the deal too. Live a little. Samantha stated, handing Mackenzie the phone. Mackenzie pressed the call button on her pink Motorola Razr, and after it rang one time, she then flipped it closed. What? You did that for? Samantha asked, confused. I can't do it. I'm scared. Mackenzie blushed. Oh my God, Sam. He's calling back. Mackenzie panicked. Bitch, stop being scared and answer the damn phone. Hello? Mackenzie flipped her phone open. What's up, pretty lady? Who is this? Girl, stop playing with me. You know exactly who this is. P-Hat. Mackenzie giggled. P-Hat, who is that? You? I noticed that you had on a black and yellow P-Hat. Oh yeah, that's my favorite team, but the name is Legend, he stated arrogantly. Well, Legend, I'm going to call you P Hat if that's okay with you. Mackenzie giggled like the schoolgirl she was. That's fine, pretty lady, but only you can call me that, he laughed. Now I feel special. Mackenzie couldn't believe how easy the conversation was flowing. You are special, and I'll make you feel that way every single day. Even though this was his first time ever talking to Mackenzie, and he had about 34 holes in heavy rotation, he meant what he was saying. There was something special about her. He could feel it in his gut. I'm sure you say that to all the girls. I'm not sure why I called you. Maybe it's because Sam pressured me too, but I'm not really looking for a relationship because I just broke up with my boyfriend today and I need to focus on school. You called me because we meant to be. God moved that dude out of your life so you could see what a real man feel like. A real man? How old are you, P Hat? I'm 21, but I'll be 22 in August. Are you gonna spend my birthday with me? 21? Oh no, that's too old for me. I'm only 16, and in August I'll be back in school, so no, I will not spend your birthday with you. Mackenzie continued to giggle. Although Legend was 5 years older than her, she still wanted to continue to talk to him. Why did you and your man break up though? Because he lied and told me he was done with his baby mama. But today when Sam and I went to his house, he was over there with his baby mama. She attacked him too. I'm so hurt. I've been dating him for over 11 months and just lost my virginity to him 2 weeks ago. I can't believe he's been lying to me. I'm never dating a guy with a kid again. Mackenzie meant that. Nah, don't say that because I have 2 kids and I know you gonna date me. No, I'm not. You probably still with your baby mama. No, I'm not. I actually have 2 baby mamas. My daughter that you gave the candy to is my oldest and I have custody of her. Her mother is all the way out of the picture. My second little girl mama still live with me, but we aren't together anymore. She only stays with me because she has nowhere to go and I'm not about to put her and my child out in the streets. See, this is where I have to say goodnight. I can't be talking to a guy with 2 kids by 2 different women, especially when one baby mama still lives with you. I understand completely, but before you go, may I have your name? Mackenzie rolled her eyes and said, Nunya, again and started laughing. Okay, Nunya. Well, what's this gonna take to make you mine? Mackenzie looked up and Legend was standing right in front of her with all those gold chains looking like Ricky Ross the boss. Y'all hungry? Let me take y'all to get something to eat, he smiled. Hell yeah, we hungry. Take us to Taco Bell. You buying? Samantha stated, getting up from the plastic chair. No, I'm not riding in the car with you. I don't even know you, Mackenzie reasoned. Girl, that boy ain't gonna do nothing to us. His grandma's house right there. If we come up missing, they'll know it was him. Mackenzie looked into Legend's big old pop eyes and said, live a little, and got in his car. All right, that's chapter 2. Little raunchy story. A little raunchy. This book is pretty juicy. Yep, it is. You should buy it. Get out your feelings and get this money. She liked to read and it brings back memories. You can stop now, Peach. That is enough. I love street novels. I do too. I love urban novels. It's crazy because I got to speak with Keywan, who were Hood Rat and Welfare Wifey on Clubhouse. I got to talk to Wadia Clark on Clubhouse. Like all my favorite novelists that I love, my urban novelists, except Joy Deja King. That's one of my favorites. As a child, as a teenager, I got to speak to them on Clubhouse. Clubhouse was an amazing app when it came out. You came in too late. Thanks so much. That was everything. So yeah, buy the book. You're gonna like it if you like urban novels. A lot of people buy this book thinking it's a self-help book. They be like, oh, get out your feelings and get this money. They think it's a self-care book. It's not, guys. It is an urban coming of age tale. Coming of age tale. What's the name of this book? Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money by Peaches McIntyre. It's my book, y'all. Listen. I'll post a link for y'all to buy it if y'all haven't bought it already. I don't like Clubhouse really. It used to be the bomb back in the day. When it first came out, it was the bomb. Nikki Turner, I'm adding you to my must read. Thank you. I like Nikki Turner too. Joy Deja King, Nikki Turner are 2 of my favorites. But I love me some Joy Deja King. Oh my goodness. And then I would say Nikki Turner. I'm not really into Zane as much as when I was younger. So I don't read a lot of Zane books now, but I've got to talk to Zane and her daughter before on Clubhouse. A lot of people. Your book, yes, my book. I'm hooked. We'll order it now. Well, I'll be looking forward to your business. Thank you, Miss Julie. It definitely sounds like a page turner for sure. It really is. You're not even gonna be able to guess. Like people when they read books, you know how you can predict what's gonna happen next. You're not gonna be able to predict what's gonna happen. What's the name of the book again? It's called Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money. Type in Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money by Peach McIntyre. It's my book, Mackenzie Carter's Legendary Summer. It's supposed to be a series. Let me say not supposed. It's a series. I'm supposed to write more books like this, just like the Bitch series. I love the Bitch series. But this is the first book I wrote. I wrote it in 2017. And to this day, this book makes me money. And publishing it, I only spent $26. Okay, oh, here you go. I want to just show you like I had more than one copy. That's why I went. But yeah, I got a bunch of these. I got boxes at home too because I said I was gonna put them on the website because people always want. I want an autographed copy of your book. So I have bought 3 over here to the content home because apartment, content home. So I can just keep them when I go live and talk about it, or if I ever want to read out of them, I'll have them at my disposal. But I have cases of these at home. If you want an autographed copy, I might put them on the website tonight. But my autographed copies are going to be more money. They'll be like $35. And you can get a personalized message. But you can get it from Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Walmart, all that stuff. Sounds like you had fun writing. I have to write something. I love writing. Yep, I only paid $26, y'all. And I make thousands of dollars. I have made thousands of dollars off this book. And to this day, this book still makes me money. And I wrote this book in 2017. 5 years ago, guys. Still making money. I'm buying it when you do. Thank you. But if you want to learn how to do this, guys, if you want to learn how to publish your own book, you know, you could purchase my Stay at Home and Write a Book guide for just $5. And you can learn how I did this. $5. Instant download. Also, guys, my Facebook Rules with Peach e-guide, $5. My YouTube with Peach e-guide, $5. A lot of you guys may have a good story in you. You might have a great book to tell, to talk about, to read aloud. You want to share a story, whether it's a fictional novel, a nonfiction novel, a self-help book, an e-guide, whatever. Anything you want to sell. But you don't have anybody to sell it to because they don't know you. They don't know you. They don't know who you are, what you're about. With me, with this book, I keep putting them down because I'm about to sit them down and I grab them again. But with this book, I remember one day, and just one day, I sold 389 copies. All I did was what I'm doing now. I picked it up. Oh, I wrote a book. The people love me. And because they love me, they wanted to support me and they purchased my book. This is why you need to start doing social media because it can help with your business. And at that time, I had less than 10,000 YouTube followers. Now I have over 100,000 YouTube followers, over 300,000 Facebook friends on one page, over 84,000, no, I think 84,000 on this page. And then on TikTok, over 200,000. On Instagram, 12,000. So my reach is deeper. My reach is at over 800,000 followers across platforms without counting my Facebook group. So now this same book that I wrote in 2017, when I mention it, more people that never heard about it can buy it, earning me more money, more income, more money, more money, more money, more. This is why you have to build up your following. This is why you must build up your following if you want to sell products, unless you're going to pay an influencer to do it for you, because that can work. But they have to have true influence. A lot of these people that do promos, like some of y'all always see our money on YouTube shout outs. Them girls don't have no influence. They're not going to bring you no money. They're not going to bring you no money. Nobody trusts words that are coming out of their mouth. They promote anybody for $1. I don't promote nobody unless I really like them. Unless I like them, the spirit moved me to give them a shout out. I don't have Facebook nor social medias for over 8 years. I only use YouTube. I might have to do it. You should if you want to make some more money. Do you have an audible with your voice? No, I don't. T Styles keep telling me to do that. She's like, Peaches, you gotta read the book. And when you read the book, it needs to be in your voice because you can tell that story. When I was reading it live on Clubhouse one day, um, but that was another reason to get the content house, like the content apartment. Me having this apartment is gonna allow me to do so much. Like I'm gonna have me a whole green room. I'm gonna have my own studio. You know, all you need is a mic. I already got the computers and all that stuff. I'm gonna be able to do a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna make $2 million a month. I'm gonna make my first 2 million in a month in this apartment. Now, once I make the 2 million, am I gonna stay here? Probably not. But I'm gonna make the first 2 million while I'm here. How do I purchase your e-guide? On my website, peachmcintyre.com, just like my name, PeachMcintyre, peachmcintyre.com. It's only $5, and as soon as you purchase it, you get to download it instantly. Just do it. I'm doing it now. Exactly. Just do it and stay consistent. When you do it, stay consistent. Any other questions before I go? I know I wasn't reading y'all comments like that because I go to talking. Finna put my hair up, actually. Yes, I just looked it up on Audible and couldn't find it. Okay, I'm gonna do it soon. I'll put it on my to-do list because we got a lot of stuff to do. We got so many ways to make money. I make money 11 different ways right now, but I already see it's like 13 more ways I could be making some more money. More money to take care of all these kids so they could live their dreams. I'm doing a YouTube and Facebook. I'm gonna make sure Peach know. Okay, thank you. You buy my YouTube and Facebook e-guides. Thank you kindly. I appreciate everybody's business. Thank you. Your business is extremely valuable. A podcast, that's what my husband want me to do. That's another goal of ours. We got a lot of stuff, but y'all gonna see. I'm trying to not say nothing. I'm trying not to say too much until it's done. Like, I just want to come to y'all with it done. Done. Not perfect, just done. Done beats perfection, like Tiffany says. Is your book on sale too? No, the book is $16.99 on Amazon. Ooh, excuse me, $16.99 on Barnes and Nobles. I think Kindle is $9.99. It might be $1.99 sometimes. Peach started up a manifesting class. Y'all really want to take a manifesting class? My best friend be calling me the manifestation queen because everything I say comes to fruition. How much is it? How much is my book or my e-guide? My e-guide that teaches you how to write and self-publish a book. It's so simple. It's a short e-guide. $5. My Facebook Reels with Peach e-guide that teaches you about Facebook Reels, how to navigate it and understand the terminology, etc. $5. My YouTube with Peach e-guide that teaches you the tools and strategies I use to go from food stamps to six figures in just 1 year. $5. And then my do-it-yourself credit repair kit, $5. Thanks, Looked and Book does help. Do you have an ebook concerning improving your credit? I have a $5 do-it-yourself credit repair kit, and all it is just your dispute letters, levels 1 through 4, to teach you how to remove adverse items. That's it. If you are planning on taking Peach's class, buy the e-guides. They go hand in hand. Yes, they do. And it's easy. Like, some people buy the e-guides and they just follow along during the class. Thank you. Will do. I have them all. Thank you for your business, Miss Kim. Now, once you buy the e-guides, I want you to apply the knowledge immediately. Don't read it and then doubt yourself. Like, okay, I'll try again next week. I'm going to do it a month from now. Oh, my house not perfect. I got to wait till I get a new kitchen. Oh, the kids in the background, I can't do it because kids too long. I ain't got nobody to watch the kids. Oh, I can't do it because I'm too fat. Oh, listen, I can't do it because I still get food stamps. Use what you currently have now to get out of that situation. I started off in a little kitchen. I started off in a little car. I started off getting food stamps. I started off getting WIC. What you are today, use what you got today to get to your next level. I feel like I hit the greatest lick of all time. I use food stamps to make videos to get off of fucking food stamps. I use WIC to make videos to get off of fucking WIC. Who else has done such a thing? I'm sure they have. I'm sure others have, but to this magnitude, who else has done such a thing? Thank you, Miss Eve. That's all I try to be. All right, y'all. I've been on here for quite some time. I gotta go. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. You know what to do. Go ahead and hit her like you like. Hey, hit her like you like. Hit her like you like for you, girl. Somebody said, can they call me to hear their song? The answer is unfortunately no. You may not call me to hear your song, ma'am. And I'm not trying to be rude. I just would rather you just make your song and post the video of you singing your song, okay? When you call my line, guys, it's really only to call me in regards to business. You purchased something and you didn't get it. You got a customer inquiry before you buy something. You have a success story and you just want to share it with me. But just like calling me for advice or calling me to hear your music, it won't work. I'm not a music producer. I'm not going to be able to give you a deal. What I want you to do is buy my e-guide so you can learn how to get more exposure on your song on your own. Learn the techniques that you need so you can get noticed and you won't have to ask nobody, hey, can I call you to hear my song? Instead, I'll be calling you because I heard your song and I love it and I want to book you. Those kind of things. But anyways, y'all have a fabulous night. Bye.